All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarasum Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepted members to the Sarasum Seti YouTube page, a dynamic page. Y'all already know what it is. Black Power, Black Frequency. You're feeling that frequency and energy. You should most definitely join. The link is right down in the video description. It's in the chat. Click it, you'll get a video introduction rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarasun Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. Ring the alarm, KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarasun Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor accessories for every room in the house. I got something for your family. Check out the catalog, get you some, get a discount, shop and save, save and shop. That's right. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, SETI University. We talking about over 2,000 videos, over 40 different subjects, all the subjects that you know and love from the general. Plus, we got the grandmaster teachers, hand-picked lectures and documentaries, hand-picked by the general, so you know it's fire. There's not another website. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, okay. I say they goddamn, I've been off for a minute. They still like they say this nigga back on. This nigga back on. Trouble. That's right. And everybody knows Seti popping on Patreon. BPC making noise. We never come. Exclusive live streams. Too hot to handle on YouTube. And I most definitely got one coming up on this Metascam, excuse me. Metatron, Metascam. I'm gonna take the gloves off on the go herder historian. I'm gonna take the gloves off on it. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so most definitely get on over there to pay and get over there to Patreon. Ah, I got something for his ass. But anyway, you know, King said he is on Rumble. I want you to subscribe. I want you to rock with me as we disrupt class on Rumble, the Black Power Scholar that won't stumble or fumble. I want y'all to subscribe to King Seti on Rumble. To all the family out there, donate to the general. I appreciate you. I appreciate the fact that you appreciate me. Any of the family would like to donate to the hardworking general. Yes, indeed. Let me leave up off this motherfucker and see what you got. You can go have it. You feel me? Keep it. You see, there's a void when the general ain't out there. Believe that. And so the link is right there. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King Seti, General Seti, Sarasun Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up, like it because you love it. Share with your family and friends and comment, comment, comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. You be up out of there. Nah, we got this. He's been on my radar, but he's not that powerful. He's one of these bloated YouTube goat herder historians that's coming out here with all this falsified information, not even a half truth, a 20th of the truth, and that's watered down. And so we most definitely want to hit, because I takes the gloves off. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. And I could just, demolish this motherfucker, but we gonna try to maintain, just for the sake of so family can always be able to turn my volume up. Okay. Hold on. Wait a minute. How we sound? Let me see. Is on is in there? Let me make sure. Check. Okay. Oh, we been chilling, man. Yeah. How it sound out there? Okay, good. All right. Here we go, family. So we gonna be dealing with, and I got the man video. Now I could, and I will when I can. I put some, some of my lecture photos up there. Sound good. All right, good. All right, good. Now let's deal with. We're gonna bring this up in the fairness of education. We're gonna bring forth this video because he's making a lot of he's making a lot of astounding claims, but he's no different than any other European that always, that's looking to steal our legacy, but he's weak. And so we're gonna deal with him. All right, family, let's start this one off. Turn it up. Check. Look like it, sound like it's up. You sure? You say turn it up. Some people out there saying it's good. How we sounding? All right. Sound better? Okay, good. Well, yeah, Ray, you got to fix your shit, man. My shit, this shit costs money. This motherfucker, you ain't got to scream in this motherfucker. This motherfucker is astounding. You know what I'm saying? All right. Okay. So let's cut off into this guy, the go herder historian. Let's see what he talking about.
Be right either.
I gotta plug my mic in. Hold on. Let me plug this in. Hold on, y'all. Okay. We black in the house. All right, let's take it back. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Get it back in there. Let's work. Sound should be good. All right.
As a separate ethnicity, or as it did happen, black.
Okay, let's deal with what he talking about. Were the ancient Egyptians black? Let's deal with what he talking about.
Right, either Italian as a separate ethnicity, or as it did happen, black, depending on, I suppose, on your skin tone, maybe, I don't know. These classifications are indeed fluid, but I think we all know what we mean when we say black. Like this guy. Here is what the Egyptians said. Look at this.
Quick you did that.
Here is what the Egyptians said.
See, this
when we say black. Like this guy.
Nah. Immediately we got to cut into him. Because what he doing is he's trying to make it seem like when we say black, that the darkest of our people is the only branch that we dealing with. Black people come in numerous colors. You see, black, brown. See, he know better than that. He know better than that. When the police go lock a nigga up, he could be light skinned, he could be brown skinned, he could be black skinned. He's a nigga. They don't make them type of distinguish, them type of mistakes. The police is about the best goddamn anthropologists that you can find. You see, they about the best goddamn anthropologists you can find. Cause ain't no goddamn way if a motherfucker say we looking for a black man that a light skinned nigga could get off of being, if they see your ass nigga, you just as well to get locked up as a nigga that is black as midnight, brown. It don't make no damn difference. we understand that we are as a black people, and we say black not just because our people, all our peoples is black, but we understand the divinity of blackness. We understand also that our people come from the cosmos, you see, and so there's a divine definition to when we say black people. It's not just that that the skin color might be black, but the essence. See, black is also a frequency, is also an essence. You see what I'm saying? So when so it's not just, that guy, he's pointing that that's a black man, knowing damn well if they get put an APB out on a motherfucker, you see, he could be a black man, but he could be a light skinned black man. He could be a brown skinned black man. So you can't just point to the darkest. I mean, because you got indigenous Africans that's on the continent that never been anywhere, and they very well may not be as black as that brother. See, the thing is, what we have to understand also that we are African. See, and so when the thing is, were the Egyptians black? All we have to discuss is whether they were African, whether they were brown, whether they were black. And the thing is about that, which I will show, it's not a problem. You see that Nubians, because I seen in his little fake ass video where he tried to say that the Nubians was black, they were always depicted as black, and that the Egyptians were brown, or and his silly ass say tan, that they were olive and that they were tan. And I can tell him right now, I seen Neanderthals in Egypt, and them motherfuckers wasn't trying to get no tan. They was trying to find the nearest shelter with a motherfucking a roof on that motherfucker to get their ass out the sun. See, the thing is, and I'm gonna just discuss this. Uh, we have to understand indigenous. Native. You see, native and indigenous, and when you're talking about environment, a lot of what your environment is gonna play on how you look. You see, so if you living in a tropical region, a tropical man will never be white, tan, or nothing else. And you know damn well, if you look at Egypt, regardless to whether Egypt is a desert today, where they say for the most part the desert been there for about 7,000 years, and so even then, it's still hot. So when you're talking about a native individual, indigenous individual, we know that they would be black. Okay, they would be of a high melanated, and because nature ain't gonna play like that. Nature gonna give you everything that is necessary for you to survive in your own natural environment. You see, nature gonna give you that, and so there's no way you gonna have no tan, no olive, indigenous to Africa. Everything that is tan and olive is a foreigner. Okay, outside of, when we say tan, that means that he's light and he went out in the sun and got a tan. This is what he's meaning, and so he's showing fair skin peoples that he see on the walls of ancient Egypt who are not royalty at all. You see, they're not royalty. You see, what time period is it? What is this about? Of course, we understand that at some point in time, Europeans or Asians came into Egypt, but they were not in any great number, and they were not in any position of power. You see, at all. So let's be clear about that. And I'm gonna show that where he shows that he says that the Egyptian women are light skinned or fair skinned, while the men are tan, because they work out in the They work out in the sun or whatever. I don't give a goddamn. You can stay in the house. You can stay in the house. Ain't no motherfucking way you gonna live all your life in Egypt and be that color unless you lack melanin. If you got any goddamn melanin in your skin, you could be sitting in the motherfucking house. What is you doing? I mean, motherfucker, did they chain your ass to a wall? I see African women in Egypt all the time and they outside. They outside, they working, they doing shit. They ain't inside like that. Ain't no way you could be in Egypt and be pale unless you is have no melanin in your skin. That period. You see, so ain't no motherfucking way you going and tan. You gonna tan in Egypt, man? Listen here, you take your ass to Egypt and you tan, and motherfucker 2 weeks later, they gonna diagnose your ass with third level or third degree skin cancer. That's what they gonna do. They have protocols with Europeans in Egypt where they don't, and when they take them out, they make sure that they put them in the shade. I got videos of that. So, you can see these people over there in the shade hiding from the sun in Egypt. Motherfucker got on sun hats, got on a motherfucking, uh, some of them had on long sleeve shirts to keep the sun off their ass. You see what I'm saying? So ain't no motherfucking way. When you look up on the walls, you see, African people damn near naked. Damn near naked. You see what it's the men. You know what I'm saying? But they not gonna wear no heavy clothing. You see what I'm saying? Because it's hot. So, most definitely. So ain't no white man gonna take and be walking around no Egypt for the entirety of his life with that type of clothing on and not motherfucker won't even make it to 40 years old, won't even make it to 30 years old. You would be dead. You would be dead. And so we just got to deal with that. You can't let them play you about the environment. The first thing you must acknowledge is who is indigenous. Who is indigenous to that environment. And then you right there, that'll show you who the original Egyptians or Nubians is. Okay? Now, let me show y'all something while we working. Matter of fact, I got that one. And I got this one. I got two that I'm working off of. Now, before he even say something, I'm already cut into his ass. Cause he think he's slick. Like, nigga, you only put up one motherfucking photo and then you so quick to take that motherfucker off. Now, one thing he said, and I'm gonna start early, is that he says that the Egyptians depicted themselves, a reddish brown. You see, and I would like to. He says he's Italian, but I would like for him to show me any Italian that ever got as dark as the ancient Egyptians, just getting a goddamn tan, and his ass wasn't in a crematorium. You understand what I'm saying? Egypt is a crematorium for Caucasian people. Period. You see what I'm saying? A crematorium. There's no way that they can survive in that environment. It's just no way in hell you're gonna make me believe that. You see, but what he says is that the Nubians were black and that the Egyptians depicted themselves as red. as a reddish brown. Matter of fact, let me see if I can get that up there.
Presented themselves. The black gentleman is representing a Nubian, basically a member of the very prominent and very powerful and advanced kingdom of Kush, which was south of Egypt, and those are representations of an Asiatic and a Libyan. Of course, it's important to take into consideration the cultural and commercial and religious exchanges that happened between the kingdom of Kush and Egypt. Of course, a certain percentage of Nubians, which will differ depending on which area of Egypt we are talking about, will have lived among the Egyptians. But the Egyptians do represent themselves with this image, with this specific color.
Okay. Okay. Now you see that. So he showed you this is the color. Let's try that again.
Themselves with this image.
So he's saying that now, clearly. Now he said the Egyptian. Now you can see that some of that shit watered down. The paint ain't popping like it's supposed to. And I can show you that. You see, over, thousands of years, it's not popping, but you can tell. And so they trying to get away with that. They trying to get away with the fact. And some of them just then went in there and watered it down. You see, they've been over there, which we can show that they ain't over there restoring. Yeah, they over there destroying. They over there repainting on the walls, and we can show them that. Now he says that the Nubians is black and that the Egyptians is red. Okay, well, what is this? Let me show you this. Okay, let me blow this up. See, this the Magi. This is the Magi, and these are Nubians. You see what I'm saying? These are Nubians right here, and what color are they depicted? They depicted the same color as the Egyptians, red and black. As red. But just showing you that the same variation of colors that they show in Egypt, they show also in Nubia. So these is the Magi. You can see these. You can go to the walls of Hatshepsut's funerary temple. You can go there and see this, but you can clearly see that these are Nubians and they are painted exactly as the Egyptians. Okay. Now, when you see here, these is Nubians coming up. You see from Nubia, they bringing trade. They're bringing also tribute. They also bringing tribute. But you can clearly see that one of the Nubians is black and one of the Nubians is a brownish red. You see the same color that they use for the Egyptian, they use for the Nubian. Okay. Clearly shown here too. Also, you can see a variation of colors. You see black, you see brown, you see, and obviously, this one right here, may have some of the color might have left. You know what I'm saying? This it's a little dull, so which means it looked like it had been damaged right here. And so I don't know if this very well was a recreation, but it looked like it was some kind of damage up in here. You see, and so I don't know what that is. It looked like it could have been redrawn in there. But even then, if they did redraw it, why is it so light? You see what I'm saying? You can see right here. When you look down at this one, you can see it's peeling. You see what I'm saying? It was peeling. So that's clearly showing you that and you can see here with the, wait a minute. Okay, we good. We got the Nubian right here with this particular haircut, and then you got the Nubian right here with a style that we consider to be more Egyptian style. You see, so they'll try to depict this one Nubian, his particular hairstyle, and anytime you see this is a Nubian, but they don't reference these ones here that had the same Egyptian hairstyle, same Egyptian clothing. You see, so clearly showing that the Egyptian or the Nubians also depicted themselves as brown, as black, and as brown. Here's some more showing the Magi, which was, you know, the lead infantry of the ancient Egyptians. And so wherever the Egyptians went, they took the Nubian. The Nubians were side by side with the ancient Egyptians. Now, let me see. I don't want to give up too much smoke on this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Cause I got it for his ass. I got it for him. Now I'm gonna go into that. There was a variation of the Nubians. You see, clearly showing. So it's not that the Nubians is a different. That the Nubians is a different color than the Egyptians, because it's clearly been shown that they have the same variation. Now, what he don't show, and which I'm gonna get off into, he showed that the Egyptian, they showed some Egyptian women that seem to be light in color. Them is goddamn slaves, servants. They ain't no damn. Them is servants. Them ain't got nothing to do. You have never seen any ancient Egyptian queen depicted yellow. I have never seen it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. So, uh, we got to be clear about this shit or what he's saying. He's trying to say that they look, and man, he don't even look like the one in the middle. This is a goddamn goat herder, Metascam. He's sitting up here talking about the Egyptian look like him. Either that motherfucker need telescope eyeglasses. If that motherfucker think the Egyptians look like him, that motherfucker need telescope. You see, he has never shown no Egyptian with no goddamn hair hanging down on his head. You understand? Looking like a goddamn dust mop. You have never shown no Egyptian to look nothing like him. He's talking about tan. I would like for him to show me what he looked like tan. And I would like I would like him to show us a comparison of what he looked like tan versus the darkest Egyptian. Okay, and that's real talk. Matter of fact, let me cut it. Is this okay? Which one is this? Okay, I had another one. Where's that one at? Where's that one at? I had another one up here I want to bring up. Hold on. I don't see why it would disappear like that. Hold on. Did I put it on here? Oh yeah, I might have put it on here. I'm gonna take the gloves off on his ass. Hold on. I might have put it on. Matter of fact, let me go and pull that one out. That one gonna go to the heart of the matter. That one gonna go to the heart of the matter. And we're gonna go to the heart of the matter. We're gonna get on old Metascam. Yeah, he ain't, he out here dealing with motherfuckers that ain't gonna take the gloves off. I'm gonna take them off. Straight up. Use a goat herder. Straight up. We got to separate the sheeps from the goat. I told y'all that. We got to separate the sheeps from the goat. And ain't no motherfucker looking like he look like a meth head. No goddamn meth head historian gonna be coming out here and goddamn be trying to, teach us no goddamn African history. You got to be the biggest goddamn fool on the planet. Now here we go. I'm gonna break this shit down for y'all. We about to get busy. And stay with me because we're gonna rock. We're gonna rock. Okay. Okay, here we go. Is it in there? Okay, good. So here you see Queen T. Now you can clearly see her skin is deep, deep black. That ain't no damn tan. I don't know what the fuck he talking about. And he told a goddamn lie that the Egyptian women was always shown lighter than the men. That's a goddamn lie. You know why they were shown? Because them were servants. Them one damn African women. You see what I'm saying? Them one, them one, those were slaves. Those were servants. Them was goat herders. That's what they was. Them wasn't no. That wasn't a royal. Those were not royalty, and I can guarantee you that. I have never seen any African queen who was depicted as yellow. I mean, well, in I'm gonna say this because he showed a white, damn near white woman on the video, which I'm gonna show after that. And he told a goddamn lie that all the women were depicted as lighter than the men. That's a goddamn lie. This is Queen T, and you can see that her melanin that brown is deep brown. You see what I'm saying? You could goddamn see the black undertone in that. No, that's why it's so deep, deep brown. You see what I'm saying? That woman, not only was she highly melanated, she was out in the sun. You know what I'm saying? And you could see her hair that she had an afro. You see? So I want Metascam to show me where at that this woman tan. You fool. That's melanin. You ain't no Caucasian can go, a pale Caucasian can get that dark with a motherfucking tan. You will be in the grave. Your ass will be in a motherfucking casket some goddamn where. You can't get no tan that dark. We have to stop this. You see? And so, he's talking about, depiction. So you see here, and you can clearly see that his features, he don't look nothing like no Metascam. He don't look like a goat herder. No, he don't. You see? Now, when they talk about, these Afro, quote unquote, Afrocentrists, that we creating all this. Well, the depiction to the right of King Tut is from Discovery Channel. That's Discovery Channel in 2002, the very first one. They couldn't deal with that. We didn't make that. Discovery Channel put that out. They couldn't deal with it, but that was the most truthful representation. You see, that was the most truthful representation of what Tutankhamun looked like. Now, I done did this before, and matter of fact, we done already, but I'm gonna go a few more minutes because we gonna extend this. You see, what we have to understand is this: when you're talking about a master artist, you see, when an artist look at you, and you talking about a master artist, they pride themselves in trying to replicate you as best as they can. You see what I'm saying? Now, I've shown this before. When you look at, see, this is an artist. You see, and when they look at you, they gonna do their damnness to make a replica of what you look like. They looking right at you. You see, they looking right at you. And so outside of a photo, the closest thing that you gonna get to an exact image of what a person is, a master artist. You see, and so this white man, he saw a white woman, he created a white woman. He didn't create Queen T. You see what I'm saying? When you see here, this sister right here was this is a portrait of her that was painted. You see, it looked just like her. You see, look just like her. And so, even when they tan, the artists know how to do it to make you know that they tan. They ain't gonna go in there and put no color like that in nobody damn skin unless they got melanin. That just ain't gonna happen. Nah, the crazy thing about it, let me see. Nah, see, the thing is, they have white women in that was painting. These is what they call the Fayum, the Coptic. You know what I'm saying? And you could clearly see that they white. You see, and so if the artist that crafted this bust of Queen T, if he saw a white woman, he would have created a white woman. You see what I'm saying? That's just how artistry is. So, I mean, you can clearly see that these are two different people. Now, when he's talking about olive, the one to the right is olive. That's Mediterranean. That is a European Mediterranean, not African. Because you can't claim the Mediterranean because we was on the Mediterranean first. Period. And in the conversation. We were on the Mediterranean, so you can't even say Mediterranean as if you Mediterranean. We own the Mediterranean long before the Europeans had anything to do with the Mediterranean. But clearly, if you want to talk about olive and tan, and she not even tan. You see why? Because she ain't got no melanin. She can't get no. Yeah, she can put a little a little color in, but she gonna die trying to do it. You understand what I'm saying? They got all type of information out here that tell white people don't go out in the sun, don't do this. If you're going to a country that's hot, motherfucker, had your sunblock 4,000. You see what I'm saying? Have all that. You see, why is that? Because they do not have the type of melanin to be indigenous or live in these lands for long period of time without the threat of skin cancer taking over their ass. These are just facts. These are just facts. So when we look here, you see clearly that these are depictions of white people in Africa. These are mummies, the Romans. And so at no time did the ancient Egyptians use these colors for the high, and we talking about the higher class now. We talking about the indigenous African, Egyptian, Nubians. I have never seen one that looked like this. So you clearly can see who's an African and who's a European. Now these is Romans. This guy Metascam say he's a Roman. He's from Italy. Well, these is during the Roman period. So clearly, if the Egyptians depicted themselves to be some olive tan Mediterranean, then why don't any of they sarcophaguses and their paintings look like these? These is Romans. These is Mediterraneans. You see what I'm saying? So you ain't never seen no indigenous Africans make any type of no royalty, no nothing. You see, no nothing. So what he's showing you is some lowly motherfucking Caucasian, some lowly Caucasian that is not of the royal bloodline, no hierarchy or indigenous on top of that. He's not showing you that. But see, the thing is, let me show you something. Let me see if I got something up here. Hi. See, now this is what, and I'm gonna go to part 2. See, you see right here, King Tut. You see what they done did? Now, like I said, when you dealing with a master artist, sculptor, you see, let me get down here. You see this? You see how this artist, they pride themselves in damn near making a replica. You see, they looking right at the man. You see, he's looking right at the man. You see this? Damn near a replica. You see? So ain't no way. I want y'all to hear me out, and then I'm gonna move on. Okay, we're gonna move on. Let me get back up here. Ain't no way a master artist gonna be looking at the young king Tutankhamun and sculpt this and paint this, and no way that that's going to happen. Wait a minute. The master sculptor is looking right at the young king, Tutankhamun. And this is what he carved. You see, this is what he carved. He did not, he didn't carve this one in the middle. He didn't carve, and this is another replica, a fabrication, you see, of uh, ancient Egyptian culture. And I'm gonna show you how they do not do that shit with their own particular culture, Greeks and Romans. You see, so you see here again, and you could clearly see that this is a black man. It ain't no doubt about it. You see, you can even see the wood. See, they use things that reflect, and you can see that wood. Now you see that red on there too, but that's a depiction also of a cosmic order. You see, just like black, that's also, and so a lot of time our people paint their face red. They paint their face yellow. You see, they paint themselves white too. And most of the time when they paint themselves white, that means death. When there's a death, they paint themselves white and they mourn. So you can clearly see here that the artist, the master artist that drew this, that carved this sculpture of Tutankhamun was looking directly at him. Fool, fool. The hell you gonna come back with this garbage over here? This is garbage. So I'm showing y'all how if you don't check these motherfuckers with the right information, you see, so he lied. He lied when he tried to depict and say that, and I can go to Amos Nefertari, who was depicted totally black. You see what I'm saying? He said that if they wanted to show, if they were black like the Nubians, then they would have shown. Well, why he didn't show Amos Nefertari? Why he didn't show Amos Nefertari? You see why he didn't show Mentuhotep? It's a lot of black Egyptians that he did not show. You see? And so that's another thing that they do by not showing the variation within the Egyptian, the variation in color within in ancient Egypt. It gives the illusion that they may have been, just brown, because it is brown. Isn't, motherfuckers want to say red. It's brown with a reddish overtone. And so, family, we just getting started. I want y'all to come right back because I'm just warming up. I'm coming, I've been off for a minute, but I intend to come back cracking motherfucking heads. You see what I'm saying? So don't think I ever left the battlefield. I'm just up on the hill looking down. You know what I'm saying? Waiting on and plotting out the next individual who I intend to take off the map. So clearly, come on back, family. We still got some smoke for you. Arm yourself with knowledge. I want y'all to hit up some of them links. I want y'all to support the general. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.